Hey, I'm Kwes and this is my review of the movie Ted 2, directed by Seth MacFarlane, also starring Seth MacFarlane as well as Mark Wahlberg. Now, if you've seen the first Ted, I really enjoyed it. It was a very funny movie. It was a very surprise hit for me because we'd never really seen what Seth MacFarlane could do outside of the Family Guy franchises. This film, though, I feel like, especially after A Million Ways to Die in the West, I'm not saying he lost his touch. Ted 2 was very much a funny film. It lacked a lot of the same punch for me. Although it had some great cameos. It had some, my favorite one, there's a Liam Neeson cameo, which I feel like, there's a Liam Neeson cameo, which is hilarious to me. But it had some really fun moments. And I guess it's weird to say, but like the friendship between the bear, this talking teddy bear, and this man, I guess, is really tested. Not tested, but it sort of explores the friendship between this talking teddy bear and this adult male who are just like still friends and still hanging out together. The story of this movie: Ted has gotten married and he's now trying to have a child, and the government gets wind of this and they're like, "You're not a person, teddy bear person or thing, I guess. So yeah, you don't get to get married or you don't get to have a kid." So now Ted has to sue the government for his civil rights. And that's, I mean, I don't want to go too deep into it, but that's the crux of the movie. While I never really go to Ted movies for the story, there wasn't really that much in it. Like, you know, there's a few twists and turns here and there, but most comedy sequels aren't as good as the original, and Ted 2 is unfortunately no different. It doesn't feel fresher or newer or funnier than the last one. That's not to say that it's not enjoyable. It has its moments, but it didn't really do that much for me, to be honest. I wasn't necessarily bored during the movie, but there are moments where I'm just like, can we just skip ahead to the next bit? The performances are solid though. I do like the performances of the actors. Seth MacFarlane's voice, this is essentially his Peter Griffin voice, and he's been doing this for how many years now, so that's always going to be great. I did like Mark Wahlberg in this. There are moments where he wasn't great for me, but he was still overall very enjoyable. Amanda Seyfried, who's also in this movie, I liked her. I liked her character a lot. There are a few Morgan Freeman scenes, he's also in this movie, that are really, really funny. Morgan Freeman's deadpan sort of acting is, I thought, worked really well for this movie. But unfortunately, he didn't have that much to do. He was criminally underutilized. But ultimately, again, it's just like, it's nothing that you haven't seen before. It's nothing that is going to make you... It's funny, but it's not hilariously funny like the last one. It's not out. I mean, there are a few outrageous moments here and there, especially involving a fertility clinic. But I'm just not even going to go on. I'm not going to go too deep into that. Maybe they were banking on the nostalgia factor for this to really bring you in, but it just really doesn't do that much for you. I mean, my rating would be, go see it if you have nothing to do. Unfortunately, in my opinion, Ted 2 just wasn't as funny as it could have been. I mean, there are a few moments that aren't necessarily boring, but they're just sort of like, when you watch them and you're like, oh, okay, that happened, or that was kind of funny. It's a premise that's unusual and unique to Hollywood, so you'd think that they would take opportunities and risks and chances that just aren't really done. And I feel like maybe that kind of sums up this movie. All the opportunities to be hilarious, to be great, are just underutilized or underplayed. So I'm going to ask a weird question this time. What was the name of your stuffed animal when you were a kid? Let me know down below in the comment section. As always, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And thanks for watching again. So, yeah. Bye.